I am not very sure if all the people are really aware that I retired from OCL last year after 55 years association. So today I'm no more associated with OCL, but my 55 years association gives me a lot of background, a lot of this. I would just like to share with you how many of you are pre-90, because 90 was a big change started in the country for cement as well as for the economy in general. How many of you are pre-90? Okay, quite a lot. How many of you are pre-80? Because a lot of changes started in cement industry with decontrol. Okay. How many of you are pre-70? 5 to 7 to 10 people. How many of you are pre-60? Okay, so there are 5, 7 people of 50s. I would like to share with you my journey with the cement industry. I visited this first cement plant when I was 9 years old as a student, when the plant was under construction. You will not believe how the people lived there who were working, the senior executives associated with this construction. They are living in a tent, there was no electricity, there was no running water, there was no sewage. Under these conditions, those executives built the groundwork for us. And now we are enjoying all the fruits. Today I doubt if any executive is prepared to live under those conditions for whatever achievement, for whatever good results it may produce 20 years down the line. So we have to salute those pioneers who worked. This must not be the only one single unit where I am talking about. In those days of industrialization, every industrial sector, every industrial location was built up in the same manner. And I would also like to share with you the circumstances. Pre-91, everything had to be imported through an import license. Somebody sitting in the Udyog Bhavan is going to decide whether you need to import this or not. Not only capital equipment, even spare parts. There was a small amount available for what they call blanket license. Beyond that, you have to seek, and if you don't get, you don't get. Bad luck. Of course, in an indirect way, it was a good push to manufacture locally. But on the other hand, it was not necessarily, in those days, the quality concepts were not what it is today. And therefore, there was a lot of compromise on quality, and India never earned a good name on quality. Today, unlike today, in those days I am talking about. Foreign travel. Somebody sitting somewhere in air-conditioned office has to decide you are allowed to travel 3 days, and this is your amount of exchange that you will draw. And you have to apply 1 month, 6 weeks before. I don't know how it was possible, but under those circumstances, the people have worked. Today, today with all the freedom of all this, people may not be able to enjoy that. Let me share with you some other things also. In 1950s, the plant which I visited, the wages were 1 rupee a day. And when this cement plant started production, coal was 30 rupees per ton delivered. Bengal, Bihar coal A and B grade with 25% ash. 30 rupees a ton. Power was few annas, few paise per kWh. Interest rate was 6%. Cost of the plant was 50 rupees per ton. And what was the cost of cement? 50 rupees per ton. Can you imagine that? 8,000 rupees per ton today, cost of the cement project, and cement price 3,000 rupees a ton. And if it happens to be 4,000, people start shouting. So that is what we have gone through, and that is what the industry has come up with. Now I would like to share, a lot of talk is going on about this renewable energy. I am not against it, I am for it, but I am a little beyond that. When we started burning fuel for energy purpose, not for cooking and other things, for industrial energy and all that. Nobody realized 100 years ago or 80 years ago that there will be an issue with carbon dioxide emission and there will be an issue of global warming. Today we are talking of wind energy and solar energy. I don't know, 100 years down the line, 3 years generation down the line, what happens if the wind velocity is reduced? The monsoon winds will not reach the Himalayas. Monsoon winds may not reach the hinterland. What impact it will have? I don't know today. The amount of solar heat which is coming to the Mother Earth, if in a very big way the ground is covered with solar, I am not against roof panels in any case, because that in any case is there. Earth is not getting that. What happens if all the groundwork gets covered through solar panels and that heat is not coming into the Mother Earth? What impact it will have, I don't know. Possibly this is a challenge which we should start looking at, maybe on a laboratory scale, maybe on a computer programmed manifested programs, etc., how it may impact 50 years down the line, 70 years down the line. In any case, I think the greater emphasis has got to be on reducing the energy consumption rather than going in for the natural energy or renewable energy. Of course, renewable energy is necessary because you can't do without energy today. But at the same time, we need to be conscious what impact it may have over 2 generations rather than leaving it to the 2 generations later to look at it. I wish I could share with you a small story. One young girl went to some of these conference. He challenged the people present there. What right you have to leave a planet in a worse condition than what you inherited? We have no right. If somebody inherits 100 rupees और अय्याशी में 50 रुपए बर्बाद कर देता है, अब 50 रुपए अपने बच्चों के लिए छोड़ के जाता है, what will you call that? Are we not doing the same thing? Thank you very much, gentlemen.